Continuing Devarim 2.1. And the Lord spoke to me, saying, You have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn northwards. And commanded the people, saying, You are to pass through the border of your brethren, the children of Esau, who dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take good heed to yourselves, therefore. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land, no, not so much as a footbreadth, because I have given Mount Seir to Esau for possession. You shall buy food of them for money, that you may eat, and you shall also buy water of them for money, that you may drink. For the Lord thy God has blessed thee in all the work of thy hand. For he knows thy walking through this great wilderness. These 40 years the Lord thy God has been with thee. Thou hast lacked nothing. And when we passed by from our brethren, the children of Esau, who dwelt in Seir, through the way of Avrah, from Elat and from Ezion Geber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. And the Lord said to me, Do not harass Moab, nor contend with them in battle, for I will not give thee of their land for possession, because I have given Ar to the children of Lot for possession. The Emim dwelt there in times past, a people great and many and tall, like the Anakim, who are also considered Rephaim and the Anakim, but the Moabim called them Emim. The Horim also dwelt in Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them, and they destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their place, as Israel did to the land of his possession, which the Lord gave to them. Now rise up, and get you over the Wadi Zered. And we went over the Wadi Zered, and the days in which we came from Kadesh Barnea until we were come over the Wadi Zered were 38 years, until all the generation of the men of war were wasted out from among the host, as the Lord swore to them. For indeed the hand of the Lord was against them, to destroy them from among the host, until they were consumed. So it came to pass, when all the men of war were consumed and dead from among the people, that the Lord spoke to me, saying, Thou art to pass over through Ar, the border of Moab, this day, and when thou comest near opposite the children of Ammon, harass them not, nor contend with them, for I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it to the children of Lot for a possession. That also is considered a land of Rephaim. Rephaim dwelt there in old time, and the Ammonim called them Zimzumim, a people great and many and tall, like the Anakim. But the Lord destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their place, as he did to the children of Esau, who dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horim from before them. And they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead until this very day. And the Avim, who dwelt in Hazurim, as far as Azah, Kaphtorim, who came from Kaphtor, destroyed them, and dwelt in their stead. Rise up, take your journey, and pass over the Wadi Arnon. Behold, I have given into thy hand Sihon the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it, and contend with him in battle. This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear report of thee, and shall tremble and quake because of thee. And I sent messengers out of the wilderness of Kidmot to Sihon, king of the Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through thy land. I will go by the highway. I will neither turn to the right hand nor to the left. Thou shalt sell me food for money that I may eat, and give me water for money that I may drink. Only I will pass through with those who follow me, as the children of Esau, who dwell in Seir, and the Moabim who dwell in Ar did to me, until I shall pass over the Jordan into the land which the Lord our God gives us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him, for the Lord thy God had hardened his spirit, and made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him unto the hand, as it is apparent this day. And the Lord said to me, Behold, I have given to Sihon and his land before thee. Behold, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess, that thou mayest inherit his land. Then Sihon came out against us, he and all his people, to fight at Yahaz. And the Lord our God delivered him before us, and we smote him, and his sons, and all his people. And we took all the cities at that time, and devoted to destruction every city, the men and the women and the little ones. We left none remaining, only the cattle we took for a prey to ourselves, and the spoil of the cities which we took from Aroer, which is by the edge of the Wadi of Arnon, and from the city that is by the Wadi, as far as Gilead. There was not one city too strong for us. The Lord our God delivered all to us. Only the land of the children of Ammon thou didst not come, nor to any place of the torrent of the Yabok, nor to the cities in the mountains, nor to whatever place the Lord our God forbade us. Then we turned and went up the way to Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us, he and all his people, to battle at Edrei. And the Lord said to me, Fear him not, for I will deliver him and all his people and his land into thy hand, and thou shalt do to him as thou didst to Sihon, king of the Amorite, who dwelt at Heshbon. So the Lord our God delivered into our hands Og also, the king of Bashan, and all his people, and we smote him until none was left to him remaining. And we took all his cities at that time. There was not a city which we took not from them. 60 cities, all the region of the Argob, the kingdom of Og in Bashan. All these cities were fortified with high walls, gates, and bars, besides unwalled towns a great many. And we devoted them to destruction, as we did to Sihon, king of Heshbon, utterly destroying the men, women, and children of every city. But all the cattle and the spoil of those cities we took for a prey to ourselves. And we took at that time, out of the hand of the 2 kings of the Amorite, the land that was on this side of the Jordan, from the Wadi of Arnon to Mount Hermon, which Hermon the Zidonim called Sirion, and the Amorite called it Senir. All the cities of the plain, all Gilead, and all Bashan, as far as Salcha and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan. For only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of the Rephaim. Behold, his bed is a bed of iron. It's not in Rabbah of the children of Ammon. Is it not in Rabbah of the children of Ammon? 9 cubits is the length of it, and 4 cubits is the breadth of it, after the cubit of a man. And this land which we possessed at that time from Aroer, which is by the Wadi Arnon, and half Mount Gilead and its cities, I gave to the Reubeni, and to the Gadai, and the rest of Gilead, and all of Bashan, being the kingdom of Og, I gave to the half tribe of Manasseh, all the region of Argob, with all Bashan, which was called the land of Rephaim. Yair, the son of Manasseh, took all the country of Argob, as far as the border of the Gershiri and the Ma'achati, and called them, that is, the Bashan, after his name, Havot Yair, to this day. And I gave Gilead to Machir, and to the Reubeni, and to the Gadai I gave from Gilead to the Wadi Arnon, the middle of the Wadi as a border, as far as the torrent of Yabok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, the Arva also, and the Yarden as a border, from Kinneret as far as the sea of the Arva, even the salt sea, under the slopes of Pisgah eastward. And I commanded you at that time, saying, the Lord your God has given you this land to possess. Pass over armed before your brethren, the children of Israel, all that are fit for the war. But your wives and your little ones and your cattle, for I know that you have much cattle, shall abide in your cities which I have given you, until the Lord gives rest to your brethren, as well as to you, until they also possess the land which the Lord our God has given them beyond the Jordan. And then shall you return every man to his possession, which I have given you. And I commanded Yeshua at that time, saying, thy eyes have seen all that the Lord your God has done to these two kings. So shall the Lord do to all the kingdoms unto which thou dost pass. You shall not fear them, for the Lord your God, he shall fight for you. Devarim 3:22, ending at 3:23.